good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Nebo TV. Today's history documentary is going to talk about a prominent personality in the ancient Benin Kingdom. I'm talking about history, time immemorial. So, what are we going to talk about today? The quest for a female king in ancient Benin Kingdom. Although the social political system of the Benin Kingdom is from time immemorial built on a solid patriarchal tradition, they have their do's and don'ts, which indigenous people strictly adhere to, and any attempt to violate or transgress it could result to catastrophe or impending danger. A woman named Princess Edeleyo, the daughter of Oba Ewaye I, was tested in the area of Obaship by the Benin nobles in the 15th century, and the result was catastrophe. So, on today's history documentary, we want to look at the quest for a female king in ancient Benin Kingdom with a reference to Princess Edeleyo. Is it your first time on Ebo TV? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Onome Agbaji. I'd like you to smash the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, like and share this video with your loved ones. Princess Edeleyo was the eldest daughter of Oba Ewaye I. After the death of Oba Ewaye's two children, the situation necessitated the nomination of Princess Edeleyo to become the Oba of Benin. However, she had other brothers whom were Ezoti, Opame, and Olua. At the demise of Oba Ezoti, Olua was afraid to occupy the stool and become the Oba of Benin. The fear of reprisal attack from Opame, his older brother, who was banished from Benin, discouraged Olua from ascending the throne. The refusal of Olua to take the mantle of Obaship led the noble in Benin at that point in time to choose Princess Edeleyo for the throne. She was persuaded and encouraged to take the bold step of working towards making history as the first female Oba of Benin Kingdom. She wanted to make history in the settled and civilized societies such as Benin Kingdom, which was expanded and ruled by Oba Ewaye I after conquering 201 towns and villages. A strong new power was built up by Princess Edeleyo, a princess of substance whose plan was at work on the gestation of civilization, and she knew. It is obvious that most Benin historians have been unable to explain how Edeleyo's passion, truth, beauty, and simplicity and freedom developed successfully to have been able to change and maneuver that splendor of laws made by the kingmakers that only the eldest son can be made king. It was a light that was lit that would never have gone out. It could never have been matched for many centuries as an achievement by a woman in Benin civilization. Princess Edeleyo's plan was a superstar achievement developed almost overnight, flew bone straight, and as perfect as it could ever be. She tried to circumvent those worst possible areas and outcomes of crowning a Benin Oba. How the Uzamas, as tough as they are in the law of primogeniture, could have complete sympathy and identify themselves with Princess Edeleyo to be crowned as Oba of Benin is still unbelievable to the Benin today. It was a profound, dramatic historical fact that has been recorded in the annals of Benin history. It was amazing indeed. Even though she was told that a woman has never been made or crowned as Oba of Benin, she continued to ask the kingmakers the following questions. How many females or princesses have struggled to be made an Oba in Benin Kingdom? What has happened to any woman who has been made Oba, if any? Who was she? Since the nobles could not answer these questions, except they answered that no woman had ever been made an Oba, there could be a change. Princess Edeleyo then, with the support of many women in the kingdom who joined her crusade, mounted a serious, persistent campaign. She was able to pull and influence the general public, particularly the young ladies and youth who saw nothing wrong in making a woman an Oba. That as long as it won't cause calamity to befall the nation, nothing should prevent Princess Edeleyo from being an Oba. However, the only convincing thing they could tell her was that most of the charms, amulets, and some gods would not allow women to become Oba of Benin, particularly when women are known to be unclean during their periods of menstruation. It is therefore unsafe for women to wear some garments, medical bangles, and other things that are by nature tied to some festivals and rites performed exclusively by men. It is said that if a woman touches or wears or even sees some of these items, she might become barren and blind, and other unforeseen catastrophes may conflict not only her but the kingdom as a whole. She told them that this could be avoided since they are man made laws and not by God. It may result in any other untold disasters that may occur because before the country reached the situation it is now, their fathers, Oba Ewai, had some areas unseen, something untouched, and some word not being spoken to the hearing of a woman. If a woman is exposed to these laws or secrets, the country may become ungovernable, or the woman herself would be affected, and she will never regret it throughout her life. After all this explanation by the kingmakers, Princess Edeleyo told them to prepare for her journey, which they did. She started from a Daikens palace at Uselu. She was the first woman to perform the climbing of the palm tree in Benin. She passed through Urubi, Iyaro, and along present-day Lagos Street, and she was caught unexpectedly as the supposed coronation activities and ceremonies was cut short as she found herself on her blood day. Blood was reported to have flowed through her legs. People were surprised that this could happen as early as the first day of a journey that would last 14 days. The areas to visit were Urokota, Usama, Use, Ego, crossing the moat of Isehere, the crowning at Usama, and the performance of many rites before coming to the Oba Palace. She knew all this, and she thought her monthly menstruation would not come up so soon. At least 14 days would be over before the menstruation, which the kingmakers had seriously warned her about. The place where she stopped is today named Ogbe Edeleyo, which now serves as one of the monumental sites where the crown prince must visit during coronation. All plans made by her ended, and she could not be crowned an Oba of Benin. Since then, no woman has ever tried or attempted to become an Oba in Benin Kingdom. Princess Edeleyo was a great woman to have been able to convince the Benins and the kingmakers of her plan to become an Oba. She started the journey, but due to nature, she could not continue. She was warned of many disasters and catastrophes, yet she continued her plan persistently. If she had succeeded, many princesses would have been made Oba or Queen or King of Benin, like that of Britain or some other part of the world where women rule as queens. Benin historians had always thought of Edeleyo's fight for the Benin throne as ageless, timeless, and 100% cast in iron damage proof. She was refused not by man but by nature, which no man has any power to change. Her attempts to alter the existing tradition proved abortive. Princess Edeleyo's incidents and experience of no doubt was a confirmation of the ancient Benin tradition which forbids women from wearing the king's crown. It is, however, instructive to note that Princess Edeleyo's disqualification from the throne was neither due to gender inferiority or inequality, it was strictly due to the law and tradition of the kingdom. And that's the end of today's story on Nebo TV. Thank you all for watching and staying till the end. I hope we've learned something quite extraordinary today, I will say. But nevertheless, we still have the opportunity. Women, I'm not talking about myself only, women, we have opportunity to rule, to dominate, to express ourselves in other parts of leadership. So let's take advantage of that. And that's an encouragement to every woman watching this right now on Nebo TV. And for the men, we love you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to smash the subscription button if you're yet to do so. Turn on the notification bell, like and share this video with your loved ones. Till next time, stay inspired.